You're over there, you're like, I'm gonna sell this. I need some real estate advice.
I do. Just say yes, Pete, and I'll invite you as a guest. Say you want to, Pete. Come on, you know you want to join the live.
Just lay down.
My cough is still hanging around. Hello, everybody, by the way.
I was just gonna say, though she got sidetracked immediately upon logging in and going, okay, we're here. I have questions.
I have questions because, yeah, I have questions about what's going on with the market right now. I'm not selling my house. No.
I was just gonna say, Peter's gonna be like, "Are you selling your house? I'm ready to sell your house." He's gonna have the lawn sign hot and ready right here, being like, "I'm ready. I'm ready."
I'm not coming home from Mexico to the for sale sign on my lawn.
You're right. It'll be a sold sign.
So we'll just ask. So, Pete, currently the market looks like it's decreasing for sellers. How does it look for buyers? Are buyers getting more bang for their buck in terms of size? Like, are they getting max value for a house? My house, when we built it 26 years ago, it cost us $169,000 to build.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah, right? And it's a huge lot. We have like a giant, enormous backyard. You've seen it, Taylor. You know that. We have a pool. We have a 2-tier deck. The house down the street from us, built around the same time, sold for about $700,000. And it's the exact same design as ours. It's split level ranch. The only difference is they didn't have a pool in the backyard. So I want to know, with the seller's market decreasing, are buyers getting more bang for their buck in terms of housing? Like, would you tell somebody to build over buying?
Oh.
So that's what I want to know, Peter.
Is he even still in here?
I don't know.
I was going to say, I just looked in a minute ago, it was only me, so I can't tell.
If there's any other real estate people out there, please, let me know. Anywho, I have been in talks with a local indie author.
Oh, yeah.
His name is Christian Laforet. He has written a couple not quite splatterpunky type books, but
they're horror-esque though.
They're horror books, but he's also collaborated on Essex County Hauntings, which is our local region,
yes,
Windsor area. So, like I said, I've been in contact with him. I've read his books. Excellent book. I've been in contact with him. Taylor loves my determination in getting.
I do. It's fantastic. It's
you're like, hey, how's it going?
Hey, you want to be on a podcast?
We live in the same town. Anyways, he's agreed to come on to our podcast, and he asked if February 22nd would be okay. Now, I understand that it is the day after our next D&D session, but he's local, so
That's
we can
true.
say, you want to meet at noon?
Yes.
And he'd be like, yeah, because it's still noon. It's noon to me, it's noon to him, it's noon to you.
I was going to say, that's the difficult part with trying to do, like, podcasts. Like, don't get me wrong, I love it. But trying to figure out the time difference when you tell someone, like, oh, yeah, okay, how about noon? Like, we normally do it. Like, when it's just Dana and I, we can do it any old time that we want. Like, it doesn't matter. But we usually try and do it between, like, 10:30, 11 o'clock. Get it done. and move about our merry little way. But if we're going to have a guest, then we try to make sure that it kind of works with them, because we're both easygoing on the weekend, but maybe they have family that they got to worry about, that kind of stuff. And then when you start adding in...
I'm easygoing 7 days a week.
Okay, this is true. But then you have the time differences that come in when you're like, okay, yeah, it would be about, between 10:30 and 11 a.m. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then they come back with Pacific Standard Time, and you're like, wait.
No.
It's like, no, I'm Eastern. It's like, hold on. Wait a minute, I need to Google the time difference between the two areas and figure this out. And then look back at it and be like, oh no. I mean, easier than when we're trying to figure out to do it. Like, we love, we both have Lisa, why can't I think of her last name whatsoever right now? It's gone. The author that we had on our podcast and we went on to hers. No, Lisa's her co-host. That's wrong. Fuck. I've now completely forgotten.
Red Rabbit?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, what?
Well, at least you figured out where I was going with that, because obviously for me, I was like, what's her name? And she always refers to her co-host as Lisa. Now,
well, that might be her name.
Now it's completely left me, and yet I have her on my Facebook, and it's not like we haven't made that Jessica Fletcher joke often. But
yeah.
like, that was probably the most difference in time, just because she's 5 hours ahead of us. So it was trying to be like, okay, we can do it. Like, we'll do it earlier on our time. We'll do it like 9:30, 10 o'clock, because then that still means that it's not dinner time for you yet. Or bedtime.
Yeah. It's always fun working with people on other continents. It's fun.
Yes.
Doing it. So we're in the third season of our podcast, which is like absolutely mind-boggling, right? Because who would have thought that a simple breakfast conversation would have turned into what is right now a 3-year commitment to talking about shit.
Yeah.
There are sometimes we're just like so off the cuff, it's not even funny.
That,
and even when we have guests on, even when we have guests on, you want to talk about the Marvel multiverse? We own the Marvel multiverse.
We are the Marvel multiverse.
Staying on topic is like, what? Who wants to do stupid shit like that?
Yeah, where it's like once in a while we'll actually stay on topic. But then even within us staying on topic, like, don't get us wrong. We love doing, like we've both talked about, we do love doing topic-specific episodes where we'll go and we'll do research into things. And you guys don't see it, but we're like texting back and forth going, did you know about this? Did you know about this? What about this? Did you know about... Look at all this research I've done. And then we talk about it and have just as much fun. And it's just mind-boggling, because... Then we're like, okay, we'll stay on topic for the most part. And then we're like, well, in my research, I just so happened to go over this. And this other day I was talking about this with Betty Sue. And then you're like, wait a minute, hold up. I need to rewind this.
Fell down the well. Whenever we do a scenario, it's always, the kid's name is always Timmy.
Yep.
And he's either a little bastard or he's hurt himself.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There's no in between. He's never a good kid.
Like, the poor Timmy character that we have created, like, it has always been the go-to name in my household. So, poor Timmy is just always falling down them damn wells and always getting, like, I mean, the one day when we were doing one of our topics, I can't remember, it was about murders and stuff like that. And we were like, oh yeah, okay. Timmy's mother does a murder and then doesn't come home for him, and you see him on the side of the road, and you're like, oh, Timmy's dead. And there's oh, I see a Veronica. Veronica,
do you want to join us? just give us a like. Give us a like, give us a sign, and we'll invite you. I'll invite you. I have all the power. I'm kidding. By the way, I'm sorry for coughing. I'm stuffing my face, or I would. Well, when you're done stuffing your face, hello.
Eyebrows, eyebrows. She's stuffing her face, but Muffin's not around, is he?
She'd be stuffing her face with a muffin.
What you doing, Muffin much?
Now we're about to get banned off.
They can't prove nothing. They don't know who Muffin is. I'll tell him on Monday. We talked about you on our live. He's going to be sitting going, oh, really?
He'll be start watching. Pardon my coughing. I'm not sick. Believe it or not, I'm not sick. I have no symptoms of a cold. I don't have bronchitis. I don't smoke. But I have this cough, and even Buckley's isn't helping it.
Yep.
So I have reached deep down into my Asian roots, and I'm drinking lemon ginger boiling water.
Yes.
With a little bit of honey in it, just to try to soothe.
Yep.
So I don't sound like I'm hacking up a lung or wheezing like I have really bad asthma or COPD. So my apologies. Asian talk is amazing. So my husband, I love him, I really, really do, asked me if I thought in a previous life I might have been Asian. And I'm like, what the fuck does that supposed to mean?
I was going to say, that is random and out of left field, even for him.
It's because I have and it's not even like, oh, you appreciate, I have this deep, deep love for Asian culture.
Okay, yep.
And, maybe it's because my kids grew up playing with our Korean neighbors, whom I absolutely loved. Eunha was like one of my favorite people in our neighborhood until her and Narayan moved away, and I miss them terribly. Mm-hmm. But, like, we would have, like, tea or lunch or whatever, and she taught me how to make gimbap, scallion pancakes, tempura, spring roll. He was just such an amazing person, and to this day, I still make all those things, right? Mm-hmm. But I've found that I get down that Asian.
I'm with V. I'm with V on that Asian night at your house.
My grocery list now consists of apples.
Oh, that's true.
Because I'm about to start drinking the boiled apple water with cinnamon in it.
Yep.
And I was laughing like when I was writing out my grocery list, because yes, I still use a pen and paper to write out my grocery list. I have to think about things because I can't trust myself with thinking I'm going to remember my phone. It doesn't always work out that way.
Safer to have a list that goes in your pocket.
And I put apples. I put some star anise. I put goji berries if I can find them, and I put red dates on there if I can find them.
Yep.
Or what they call jujubes. If I can find them, I may actually go to the Asian market tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I love that place.
When you're like, I'll buy out the entire store.
Oh, it's so funny because we're literally the only Caucasians that are in there half the time that Norm and I are in there.
Yep.
And the owners are like so nice. Oh, did you find everything you need? Yeah. And the last time we were in there, I bought some mooncakes, some red bean paste mooncakes, some lotus root, and some mirin, rice wine vinegar, stuff like that. And when we were checking out, the owner was looking at me like, he's holding the lotus root. And he's looking at me like, do you know what to do with this? He's like, you like lotus root? I'm like, I love lotus root. He goes, you know how to cook it? I'm like, oh. He goes, how you learn like this, right? And I'm like, oh, it wasn't hard. I said, I just looked up a couple videos on YouTube and away I went. I says, I love it. I said, I put it in my stir fries. I put it in my spring rolls. I love it in my ramen. He goes, oh, you make ramen? Which brings us to the next thing. So I was eating a Buldak style ramen. Mm-hmm. And then I again, down that Asian TikTok wormhole, I started noticing that I make a lot of soups, so I'm good at making my own broths. Mm-hmm. I started noticing that you start with a broth and you build a foundation from there. So now when I make ramen, I use the noodles in the package, but I always put the seasoning packets off to the side. I don't use them. So I build my ramen. Start with my broth.
Yeah, get a little hat.
Yes. I add garlic and ginger. If I don't have the actual stuff, I will get the stuff in the jar, the shredded or the chopped up really fine, or the ground ginger.
Yep.
But it's the fresh stuff. It's not the powder. Mm-hmm. So garlic and ginger, some hoisin, fish sauce, oyster sauce, sesame seed oil, a tiny little bit of soy sauce, or Minari, gochujang. Always got to have the gochujang in there. I told my husband I was going to make him tteokbokki one time if I could do it, and he was like, oh.
He's just like, okay, I'll take whatever you're making.
You're close to get all the gifts. Oh, is there one behind me wearing the hat?
Yes, there was again.
Oh, hi. So, yeah, my ghosts like to wear my woolly hats that V sends.
I was just say everything. I was just say everything that she sends, like on me, goes straight on the head. On you, it's always back here, like way up there.
And that's probably because I am surrounded by non-living things in my house.
To make it very clear for any FBI that might be listening to this, it's ghosts and spirits, not dead bodies. Just to be very clear.
There's no bodies, none that I put there anyways.
Yes, that could be the very big... Just in case they come across one, we're not caught for lying.
So yeah, on Sunday, we're probably going grocery shopping tomorrow, so Asian market. So on Sunday, watch for my the post from Obscure Orations that says first day being Asian. Because I'll be making the boiled apples with the cinnamon and the ginger. I gotta get the lemon too. I'm not looking to clean anything out or whatnot. It looks like a nice drink, and yeah. I have to agree with what they say on drinking hot liquids is calming to the stomach.
Yep.
For me, anyways. I love Western medicine, I really do, but I like ancient. You probably won't remember this commercial, Ancient Chinese Secret.
That sounds familiar. I wouldn't be able to place it like just randomly, but I always remind everyone anytime that they're like, oh yeah, modern medicine's where it's at. It's like, okay, everything that we have, and I mean everything that we have in modern medicine originated in a plant form. We just learned how to synthesize it, and
Yep.
make it into a pill form so that it was modern medicine. You have the option
Exactly.
to not do it. And I mean, in a lot of cases, it's absorbed easier when you take it in like the natural version, but it's not going to be as strong. But sometimes you don't need it to be as strong.
You got some funky hair going on
I
here,
was just
man.
going to say, what are you doing over there? Maybe the ghost is behind you going.
You shall not.
I'm trying to think. Did we?
So yes, you know what, V? I will do that one day when both you and Tay have the day off. You guys let me know. I'll hit up the Asian market and I will make tempura, spring rolls, and some gimbap and some scallion pancakes, and we will have Asian night here at my house.
Hell yes. We're going to both be just sitting there eating all of going, oh god, I'm so full. Oh, I'm so full. Oh god. So, since actually, technically, I have both of you here, and I'm pretty positive I already know the answer from V, and I know that you started it. So, as you two know, I'm not too far behind. It's only 2026, and the show ended in 2021. So, I'm not really that far behind. But my mom and I finally been watching that show Pose, which I told you two to watch. But I did give the heads up of, just so you know, it's heavy and it will definitely make you cry. But it is so good and so well done.
Yeah. So I did start it, but I realize that it is a show that I have to pay attention to.
Yes.
Now, normally when I do watch something that that is more on the serious side of life, I'm not playing on my phone. I'm not,
Yeah.
I was anxious to finish a cross stitch so that I could get back to your skull and books,
Woo!
which I did last night during the hockey game. So when I'm cross stitching, I need to pay attention to the threads
Yep.
and where I'm sewing, so I can't focus on TV and cross stitch. So I put it on, and then I picked up the cross stitch, and then I was going, and then I look up at the TV, and it's like 32 minutes into the episode. I don't know anybody's name. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. So I shut it off, put on the Golden Girls because
Yes.
background noise,
Oh
right?
god, yeah.
Put on the Golden Girls and went back to cross stitching, finished the cross stitching, and I'm like, okay, I got to give my fingers a day or two off. No, there's no need for any more thumb surgeries in my fingers.
That is correct. No more, no more.
Pretty soon the plastic surgeon would be like, listen, you ain't got no more tendon bands left. So you need
Your thumbs don't even do anything anymore. They just sit there.
So I put it back on, and I am halfway through episode 3.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that you'd already put it back on. And I mean, the episodes are long. Like, I didn't know when we first started, we had no idea that they were going to be essentially every single episode's an hour long.
Yeah.
And the very first one of the entire series, I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. Which, I mean, I'm glad for, because I'm like, sweet, you get good full length episodes. And you get to have, like, you get more into it. It's kind of like watching little miniature movies. But
Right.
it's weird because it's 8 episodes the first season, 10 episodes the second, and 7 the third.
Okay.
So we're on season 3, episode 5. And I know something bad is coming. So last night, like, I went to bed I went to bed a half an hour early. My mom's like, we could still get in. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. If what's coming is what I think that's coming, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I can't do this.
I was like, the show has made me cry at least 3 or 4 times just watching it. Where I'm like, oh my god. The one part when one of the characters finds out that they're positive, I like had tears going. I'm like, I don't like this. My mom looked at me and went, "You would have been no good back then." I'm like, I would. It would be different if I was.
No, V.
It's fine. Just have the tissues right by you and just sob into them unconditionally. I mean, I do enjoy the show. And just for anyone, because I can't remember if I actually said the name of it or not, it's Pose. So I think it's a fantastic, yes, absorption everywhere. Like, I think it's a fantastically well done show. And one of the things, like, obviously watching it, anytime that there's movies or TV shows that gloss over the topic of AIDS and what it was like back then, I always ask my mom, because she's always been in the gay scene. That was when she was in it the most. She was volunteering at the AIDS committee and then working there during this time. So she was like deep into it. And any of the times that we'd watch her, it's like, oh, well, like, how accurate? She's like, this is like a light version of it. This is kind of light. And she's like, yeah, they kind of gloss over it. Yes, it's the main, like, we watched that one movie, what was it? Dallas.
Thank you.
Thank you, V. I don't know what you did, but thank you.
She's sending a whole bunch of hearts.
Yay! She's sitting there doing this on the other side of the screen. But we watched that movie, The Dallas Buyers Club, with Jared Leto and
Matthew McConaughey.
Yep.
Love that movie.
They did such a good job on it, and that's one of the ones where they showed more of the darkness of it. And that's when we were watching, oh, it's a good one, V. Have tissues ready again. But then when we were watching Pose, I asked her, I'm like, okay, what do you think, like, was this what it was like? Because obviously in Pose, it's talking about trans issues, which back in the late 80s, early 90s, it was not accepted in any sort of way. Like, gay guys didn't like it, straight guys didn't like it, gay women, straight women, like all of it. Everyone was all against everybody at that point. But they do such a good job in the show because it's about that going on, like the AIDS crisis, but you also get to see what the ballroom scene was like. I didn't fucking know that was a thing. And now, after watching it, I literally turned to my mom at one point in time. I can't remember what episode it was, but I paused it and looked at her and went, wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute here. I looked at her and went, is this why, what was it? Oh, they're doing one of their, it wasn't known as Vogue yet at the time, but they were doing one of their dance-offs, doing their poses. And when it did that, I looked at her and went, wait, are they not dancing? They're doing poses right now? And she's like, yes. I'm like, oh my God. It's like, that's why they're always like pose. And I was like, then I looked at her and went, oh my God, was Vogue not actually a dance? It was just posing? She's like, yes. Like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. And then when they're doing the scoring of the houses, I looked at her and went, okay, wait a minute, time out. I was like, so when they're talking about their drag houses, they were talking about it like this, and she's like, again, yes. Like, and I went, okay, so when Rue says the line and sings it across multiple of his different songs, tens across the board, darling. I was like, is he fucking talking about this? And she looked at me and went, I'm getting tired of this. I'm like, I wasn't born yet. Bite me. Like, this was happening in 87. I still had 5 more years. And she was just like, yes, this is all. I'm like, like, yeah, that was 100% me, V. Like, suddenly, I mean, I'm gonna be 34 this year. 34 years of being a gay woman.
Ooh, you old.
Woo, go me. And after watching, I'm like,
A baby.
I have been in the gay scene. I was literally 2 weeks old when I went to my first gay bar because my mama and my Uncle Jimberly own and ran, you know, the Kildare House now is what it
Yeah.
is. But before that, it was a gay bar. That was my mom and my uncle that ran it. They lived in the apartments, one block up and over, in those white apartment buildings that have been there since forever. So they lived in those. Walked down the street. So when I was first born, I lived there. And again, at 2 weeks old, maybe not even, my mom was dragging my stroller and all that fun stuff over to the gay bar to go, okay, time to set up the bar. So all the gays, it's what we always tease about. I'm like, oh, I'm gay because all the gay men and women were holding me in the bar going, oh, look at this cute little baby. Rub the gay, rub the gay.
Yeah, the gay off on you.
So it just makes me laugh because I'm like, okay, I have literally been in the gay scene since I was 2 weeks old. Longer if you include the time that I was in my mother's womb and I was around the gays. And I am now almost 34 before I'm like, oh my god, this is all making so much more sense. So watching the show has been a learning experience for so many different reasons where I'm like, this makes so much more sense for so much of RuPaul's stories. Yay! Thank you, V. Mwah.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
She single-handedly is going to change us from league to league to league. I don't even know how you change leagues, but she's done it. She's moved us up.
You changed leaves.
You changed leaves.
So we're no longer a fig leaf. No.
We are now a maple leaf.
Well, you changed leagues, I think, by getting people to like tappity tap 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 on your live, go live more often, that sort of thing, more viewers. So thank you to all of our viewers
Yes.
out there, all three of us.
I just say I'm one, V's another, and then there's someone else, but I don't know who.
God bless you. May all the gods, old and new, bless you for your continued service and watching our lives.
Scotty man.
We'll be back on Sunday. We'll be back on Sunday with a live, but we'll have a guest. And you guys may have seen him on TikTok. His name is Win City, WINCITY, with a WC and a blue box. He's a content creator, influencer from the Windsor area. Absolutely love watching his videos. He does a lot of food reviews. And what time, V? I think we're going to meet up around 11 a.m. But yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to him. He's a big fishing fanatic, which is like my dad loved to fish, so probably talk about some fishing, talk about the good that he's done. He did a lot of good for Windsor's homeless over the holidays. So it'll be interesting to chat with him.
I'll
And
try not to sleep in. I mean, that wouldn't surprise
all
you, V.
maybe we'll go for 11:30, okay?
We'll go just a little bit later, just so that way she can watch.
Yeah, aren't we all though?
Look, it's the weekend.
I want to ask a question to our three viewers out there. Taylor, V, you guys can answer, of course. How do you guys feel about, and I'm not talking influencer content creator. I'm talking Karen on your social media, like Karen on your Facebook page. How do you guys feel when somebody makes an elaborate post saying, I just felt so warm and fuzzy today. I saw a homeless man sitting out in the snow, so I went through the Tim Hortons drive-thru and I bought him a small coffee, and boy, does my heart feel good for doing such a good deed. How do you guys feel about that? How do you see that?
So, I mean, for me, it depends on who it is and where it's coming from. Like, for some people, it's... My mom always says it best when it's got to do with anything bad in the world. Like, because it was, again, we've been watching Pose. So we were talking about, obviously, her living through it and asking her, like, okay, what do you think of TV shows? Showing it off and, like, talking about it. And she's like, you know what? It's all the same thing as zoos, not in the sense of like, okay, we're all in a zoo and needing to be watched kind of thing, but if you don't have a record of it or show it off or something like that, as humans, we then don't think about it, we don't care about it, and we don't do it. So for some people, it's the only way. Like zoos, yes, they suck 100% because the animals aren't in their natural habitats. They don't have enough room to go do things. But if you don't put them in front of a human, no one would have, and I mean, still to this day, people don't donate to animals that they've never seen. They don't try and help the animals that they don't see. We have to have video proof of it shoved in our face. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you talk about it, it's cringy, but if you don't talk about it, then no one else, like, it sucks to say, but it's the old saying of how did it go? Trying to do better than the Joneses, because someone's always trying to outdo someone else.
Trying to live up to the Joneses.
Exactly. So then you have that.
So I think it's very cringy. Mm-hmm. I think it's not done with the intention that it's meant. When somebody goes on social media and says, I'm just such a good person. I just saw an elderly man at the restaurant eating dinner all by himself, and I paid for his meal, and I went over and I told him, sir, I paid for your meal because you just shouldn't eat alone. And I'm just such a good human. You know what?
Yeah.
We used to live in a world where we didn't have to tell everybody everything.
Well, you couldn't. We lived in a world where you think about it, you couldn't tell everybody everything.
I do a shit ton of good deeds like that. Never once have you seen me post about it on social media. I've thanked people because on more than one occasion, when I was working and getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and hitting the Kitty's drive-thru at 4:30 a.m., I had people pay for my coffee. Mm-hmm. I would get up to the window, and Linda, my regular Midnight's lady at Tim Hortons here in LaSalle, would say to me, person in front of you paid for your coffee today, Dana. They said, have a great day. I would be like, that is so nice. When I got to work, I would post in the LaSalle community group, to the kind person who bought my coffee this morning, thank you, you made my day. Mm-hmm. End of discussion. It didn't need to be a big, I need five people filming me from 17 different angles to show that I care about the human race.
Yep.
To have, I don't need somebody patting me on the back to know I'm a good person.
Yes.
So donating to a zoo for saving animals, donating to charity, push that aside. That's not. I'm talking your average. Oh, I shouldn't have used Karen. I'm so sorry. Just your average person. Like, at what point can you just do something and not beg for accolades for doing it? You know what I mean?
It's sad though because it's
Acts of kindness don't need
yes.
validation. They should be done from the heart, not for praise.
It's sad because when it comes down to it, we've gotten to the point in time in society where back in the day, the only way that you got publicly validated or noticed was when companies would have your picture and that kind of stuff put up in the local newspaper. And even that, it wasn't worldwide. It was only your local newspaper that you would get noticed in. And it's one of those things of it's sad because my mom and I were just talking about it the other day because I didn't know, but apparently the suicide rate in younger generations has like just skyrocketed and jumped up because children, well, I mean young adults and children, and even some older adults don't handle it well when not enough people like their videos, not enough love comes through. They don't make it big in the social media, anything like that. So then they're desperately trying to go out and do things that get them noticed. And it's sad because it's become the way of the world where it's if you don't do something and get noticed for it, then you're unworthy, you're unloved. And that's not the truth of the matter of it, but that's how the world is now, or at least that's how it's making the younger generations feel.
Yes.
Yes. The ones who like have 52 different cameras around them to get all the different angles as they hand out the food.
And again, I'm not knocking content creators or influencers who use the social media platform to do that, because for the most part, a lot of them have sponsors that help with monetary donations.
Go V, go V, go V, go V.
In buying food, clothing, whatever for these people. I'm talking about like just your random. Oh God, I need to have 400 likes today. Mm-hmm. I don't understand it. You and I, Tay, are a perfect example. As we said at the beginning of this live, we've been doing this for 3 years.
Yep.
3 years. We just hit 1,000 followers.
Yes, we did.
Beginning of the week. And that's a big accomplishment to us. Like, huge. We celebrated that victory. And honestly, it's in thanks to Brad Labresh, because I joined one of Brad's lives, and he was like, let's help her get to 1,000 followers, friends. Go follow her. He pinned my name, and boom, boom, boom. We had the 1,004, I believe.
Yeah, I think we're up to 1,004 now.
So, we're not doing this for the money. The $1.87 in our TikTok account.
Sadly, it doesn't even pay for a coffee anymore.
Let's see. and it's not so much, we don't focus on how many likes we're getting on each post or how many people are engaging us. We do it because we love to do it. Yeah. Doing the podcast is something both you and I have immensely enjoyed doing. it knocked me out of my comfort zone of talking to people I don't know, basically.
Yeah. And a lot of people we didn't know, because I mean that
Yeah.
first year was basically solid guests on our podcast, from ranging from the delightful Veronica that is our friend to, like, hers was the easiest one because we already knew her, so it was just like, yo, come be on our podcast, friend, to complete utter strangers that we had never met. And it was kind of like, well, shit, how are we going to sound when we have these people on our podcast? It's like, yeah,
And,
yeah.
and and it's amazing because for the most part, they were people that we reached out to, or I reached out to, with Taylor's blessing.
Yeah.
Um,
Only one of us can handle the schedule diary at a time. And even then, there's still times where Dana goes, no, I said on this day. And then I send it back and go, but this is the date. Shit.
um, we've met amazing people. Frank.
Oh,
Frank
yes.
from Ruthless Press. I almost feel like he's been on our podcast twice. Last week was the second time.
Yep.
His third book is ready to be released. Well, not his third book, the third and final book. The third and final book in his Smiling Flu trilogy, which, by the way, go read. They're amazing. Is set to be released. He's just a fun person to talk to. He's articulate. He's well spoken. He, unlike myself, he doesn't say But he doesn't mind when we go off topic.
He follows right along on that trail. Like he
joins into the conversation, and away we go. We've had the voice of Barney, the purple dinosaur, on our podcast.
That one,
it's like this guy voices the dinosaur my kids grew up watching.
That I grew up watching, like, and it was my favorite dinosaur. His
name is Corey Durham.
Yes, he's amazing.
He's a voice actor, but he is legit the voice of Barney the dinosaur. We've had Marina Gabriel. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm butchering your last name. Anyways, she wrote. I'm going to tag you all in this post. She wrote a book. She came on our podcast. We talked about it. Super nice lady. We've had a resin artist from out west.
Lolita, I think.
Yes, Lolita Cataford. We've had authors in abundance.
Yeah.
Which is like amazing. So on February 8th, we'll be welcoming Barry.
Yes.
Barry will be coming onto our show. Don't know who he is, other than through email. Have never had a conversation with the man. And here's the thing. He sent us an email.
I was going to say, he's the second one that's actually done that, which...
the second person that has reached out to us and said, hey, I published a book. Can I be on your podcast? We're not going to say no. Anybody that wants to be on our podcast, hell yes, come on to our podcast.
Yep.
We don't discriminate against anybody. We'll talk to anybody about anything at any time.
Anything and everything under the sun is our slogan for a reason. Like it's the perfect, like, I put up that post last night about, okay, yeah, you and I are going to be doing like a little chit chat talking about anything and everything. And then when it was like the song that it picked for it was the this shit, that shit, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, it feels right. It feels perfect for for this post and how we talk about anything and everything under the sun, because nothing is off limits. We're like, hey, you want to talk about Lego? Cool. Books, pets, weather,
D&D.
Yep.
food.
Yes.
Taylor and I are big foodies.
Yes.
And I said to Taylor, one of the things that we should try to do going forward, and it's not so much to be influencer, content creator, but we both, as you can see,
Yeah.
we both love good food.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
V
we
loves
do.
food. Taylor and I attend Veronica. Taylor and I attend dinners, chef dinners out at
Oh,
the
yes.
Grove in Kingsville. And they have them every 3 months. And they're usually 5 or 6 courses paired with a beer,
Alcoholic
a
beverage.
wine, whiskey, a beverage of some sort,
Yeah, we
of
is.
the alcohol variety. Um, so we'll be going to one on February 17th, which is Fat Tuesday.
Oh, is it? I
Yes.
didn't even
And
know that.
it's a Mardi Gras themed menu.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So we'll take pictures, we'll talk about the food, and then the next day I will post them.
Hmm.
But I said to Taylor, we should start going out and bringing my little camera phone stand here
Yes, I completely agree with that.
and doing not so much watch me eat because
No, it weirds me
we're
out when
not
people do that.
mukbangers. Um, but just doing like this is one of our favorite places to eat. This
Hmm.
is what we order. Y'all should come check this out if you live in the
Shush.
Essex
Come
County
here.
area type thing.
Come
And I
here.
think that we're going to do that, and I think we may start
Come here.
the week that Taylor's on vacay.
Oh, I think that's a good time to do it. Also, as a side note, I don't know if it came up on yours for one of the people who joined. I don't know if they're still here or if they continued on. But did you see that the name is rentaghost
Oh yes, I follow them. We're followers of them.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say because I love that name. The moment it came up, I'm like, that's fantastic.
I should tell him to come to my house and pick up some of the ghosts here so he can rent them out to others.
We'll just take a royalty fee off of it. You may rent the ghost.
And if you don't believe that I have ghosts, send a hat. It'll appear somewhere above my
I say always over here for you.
head. It's funny because I meant to tell you, and I told you I wanted to tell you about something creepy that happened in my house a couple of weeks ago, and I never did because life got so busy. We did the Lord of the Rings marathon at the movie
Yep.
theater, and then the next weekend we had trivia on Friday, and then D&D on Saturday. And next
Yep.
thing you know, it's today.
Yep.
I forgot, and then Rent a Ghost.
And then rent a ghost.
Rent a Ghost. Rent a Ghost Paranormal reminded me to tell you about what happened. And so now my mom lives with us. She's downstairs watching her old Western TVs. My son is here. He's downstairs on his computer, probably building something on his 3D printer. And I'm upstairs all by myself. My husband works in the US. One day a week he's home. So, as I said before, I had been working on a cross stitch. This was 2 weeks ago. Working on a cross stitch that I was trying to get done because the person that the cross stitch was for has been more than patient with me when I said, "Oh, I'll have it done by November." It's January 30th. But anyways, I am convinced my dad is here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean just his ashes. I mean I have gone to a medium that has told me my dad has not transitioned fully yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's still on our plane. And we're coffee drinkers here. And my husband roasts his own beans on our barbecue in a custom made coffee roasting setup. Anyways, my dad always thought that my husband's coffee was too strong and he preferred his Maxwell House. When my dad passed away, I had a jar of Maxwell House coffee that was left on my counter.
Mhm.
And it took me a long time to throw that Maxwell House coffee away. And it was weird. It was like maybe 6 months after he passed away that I did. And my dad's been gone. He'll be gone 8 years in August. Took me a long time to throw that mini jar of Maxwell House away.
Mhm.
When I threw it away, I didn't dump it out. I didn't rinse out the jar and recycle it. I chucked it in the trash, closed the lid. Went and sat down on the couch, got ready for work, went to work, came home. Maxwell House is on the counter. What the hell? It's been 7 years since that happened.
Mhm.
2 weeks ago, there has been no Maxwell House in my coffee in 7 years. 2 weeks ago, I get up and I'm like, man, I am jonesing for a good Scottish breakfast cup of tea. I get up, I get my tea sieve, get my glass, turn my kettle on. I turn to get my loose leaf tin of tea. There's a jar of Maxwell House.
And nobody in your house drinks that shit.
Nobody in my house drinks instant coffee. We don't use it for anything. Nothing. I'm like, the fuck? I asked my husband, did you buy Maxwell House? He's like, no. 'Cause he's a coffee snob, right?
Yes, he
He's been
is.
roasting his own coffee for almost 30 years. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Like somebody picked it out of the garbage 7 years ago and say it.
They held on to it for 7.5 years, and they're like, "Now's the time."
So this time, because in Essex County we are now doing food waste pickup on our
Yes.
garbage space, I unscrew the lid. It's been used because there's like in the paper seal on the top of the jug, it's like ripped but not removed. It's just
Yep.
ripped. It's been used. I dump it out into our little under the counter collection bin,
Mm-hmm.
rinse out the jar, peel off the paper, throw the paper in the one recycle bin, throw the jar in the other recycle bin. I know there's no way anybody could have refilled that jar, right?
Yep.
There's no way. I go take a shower. I come back. That Maxwell House was back on my counter.
Yup.
I'm like, I'm just going to leave it there. Maybe Dad wants a coffee. I don't know. But I'm just going to leave it there and it's going to stay there and all's going to be well.
We're just gonna pretend like nobody saw nothing. It's fine.
So Norm comes home from work. We're sitting at, I'm setting the table for dinner and finishing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I turn around and I go to the one part of my kitchen counter where our coffee machines are. I say machines, there's a few of them. Go to where our coffee machines are and where the coffee grinder is. Jar of Maxwell House is gone. I'm like, because I was going to pick it up and say to him, what the fuck? It's gone. And I don't know where it went.
And Norm didn't move it somewhere else just for fun to mess with you?
I asked him, he's like, I would never buy Maxwell House. He goes,
I
I would
mean,
never
that
waste
I
my
know.
money on it. Because I would never waste my money on it. He goes, I would never play a cruel joke like that on you. He goes, because I know what Maxwell House means to me.
Yes.
It's so weird. And it's so weird. And then what day is this? Friday, Wednesday night. My husband does a podcast. It's called Habs World. It's all about the Montreal Canadiens. He does it with a couple of his friends. They talk hockey. He was down the hall in the spare room where he works on his one day from home. And he had the door shut, and Brendan was downstairs with my mom. And I don't generally turn lights on. I'm a very cheap person. Anyways, I don't generally turn lights on. I had the light above where I was sitting, the cross stitch on, but there were no other lights on. So I was sitting cross stitching. I made a cup of tea, and I was sitting cross stitching. I had the Golden Girls on, and where I sit is by the front of the house, so I can see my kitchen. My house is open concept. I could see my kitchen area, and out of my peripheral vision, out of the corner of my eye, I see a shadow. I see what I think is my husband, a person, walk to where the coffee stuff is, and then walk back. So when he comes out of this podcast, I say to him, "Did you bring your cup out of the room?" I said, "Cause I don't like when you leave the cups down the hall to sit for a week after you've drank coffee out of them." He's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Well, I saw you come out and make a coffee or a tea and then go back." He goes, "I never left the room." But I can't say to him what I saw, because he doesn't believe. He's a non-believer, right?
Yep. I would say he's the most non-believing man I think I have ever come across, who is living in a haunted house, but just willfully ignores it. He's like, "Nope, didn't happen. Didn't happen. You have no real proof that it happened." And you're like, okay, a spirit could be slapping him in the face, and he still would be like, "Nope. He could have and be laying face down on the ground going, "Dana, why'd you hit me?" And be like, "But I didn't." "I'm right here. Can you hear me now? What about now?"
Veronica. One day when you're home and Sam's home, Veronica and her mom live in the downstairs of my daughter and son-in-law's house. So Veronica, when you're home and Sam's home, ask Sam about the presence in the house. Just ask her about the presence in this house. You'll have the best conversation of your life, I guarantee it. It's one of the reasons why my daughter left home early.
She's like, "I'm out."
She felt very threatened in this house.
I do remember you talking about that before. He's like, "Okay, maybe." He's going to have the weirdest
Maybe
weekend.
have your mom make some pupusas to help Sam ease into it.
Lure her in with food. "You want to talk about it? A nice pupusa."
Yeah, well,
I'm terrified.
I've always felt safe there. I'm terrified. Well, I'm gonna even go one better. You remember when you came to Windsor on the train and I picked you up and you stayed here for a few days? We went to Golden Oven Bakery for the first time. Yeah, so the room that you stayed in was Sam's room, and Sam always felt the presence in that room.
For me right now, it's like,
Yeah, ask her about it. Good times.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dana's not going to say shit. You have to go ask Sam. And just walk up to him and be like, "I have questions."
I can see V out there. She got a papoose in her hand. "You can have this if you tell me what's going on in your mom's house." Oh, don't do that.
You know what? You do that almost every day. It's fine. You should be used to it by now.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord.
So,
Lord.
So I have a question for you, because I messaged you about it last night. And then I never... Yes, you. And then I never
Oh,
circled back to it. And Dana, oh.
I didn't
I,
know the
no,
answer.
we were talking about something else too. Oh, I think we were talking about BC at the time too.
That's what happens when you have 12 conversations with the same person.
Yep.
Going,
Depending on where we're talking about it, and then we're continuing conversations and then picking up other ones.
okay, shoot.
So, have you heard about the controversy going on? And I know for you, me, and Mama, we're all huge Rocky Horror Picture Show fans. Like,
Oh,
they're
what are they doing?
ruining it, is what they're doing. They're ruining it. So,
That travesty that they put on NBC wasn't enough.
nope. So, they're now, it's going to be on Broadway this upcoming season. And they've been announcing the cast of it. And
If it isn't Jinx Monsoon, I don't want to hear about it.
it's not. She's not anywhere near it, which angers me. She would be
Hi.
so fucking good in it. So, they've actually started releasing videos of rehearsal now. So this was the issue. I heard, and I mean, I know my Rocky Horror Picture Show musics. So all of a sudden I could hear the finale that Frank sings. And I'm like, why is that weird and wrong? Like, it's not being sung right. And it's something like, and he's repeating words of it. And I'm like, it's not being sung the right way. I look at my mom like, is this just someone covering it? And she's like, no, no. And then I hear a director go, you sang that so perfectly. You know what? I think you can interpret the words however you kind of want. And I think when you sang that part of the song, Teardrops in My Eye, that that's when Frank realizes that he's going to be killed and he's not going to make it back to transsexual Transylvania. And I looked at my mom immediately and went, at no point in time did Frank know. Until he was being taken out by riffraff, he did not know, because otherwise he wouldn't have gone, okay, I'm going home. No, he would have gone, I'm gonna die. Like, would have been a very different song. And it immediately angered me. I looked at her and went, why are they, like, that's not, the entire staff of the original run and the movie are all still alive, minus Meatloaf. Right? He died, didn't he? Not imagining that? Okay. There's been a few people where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they died. And then people are like, no, no, they're alive. I'm like, are we sure? Are we sure? Like, go talk to Richard O'Brien. He can tell you, no, Frank did not know that he was going to be taken out at that moment because he thought that he was going home. Thus the name of the entire song. Like, don't start no shit. And don't get me wrong, I love what's his name? Luke Evans.
No.
He has a he has a fantastic singing voice. He, however, is not built to sing Frank.
Gaston.
Yes. He was fantastic as Gaston.
That's right. That's right. Stick to Disney.
Like,
even though technically Rocky Horror is owned by Disney now.
this is true. That makes Frank a Disney princess. I agree with that meme every time I see it. Yep.
Can Richard O'Brien, who wrote everything Rocky, can he not stop this travesty from happening?
I don't know. And then
Love you.
thank you for giving us so much love. So that way we have so much heartses and finger heartses. But yes, so more of the cast has now been announced. So the character from Pose, this is what started it all. The actress who plays Blanca, one of the main characters.
Yep.
She actually was She played, I don't know if you've ever seen the musical. It's a fantastic musical too. Rent. She actually played Angel in it on Broadway. And I'm like, you know what? I could so see that. She would be fucking fierce. She'd be fantastic at it. And then my mom looked at me and she was like, did I tell you what else she's in? Like, well, I told you things that she was in. You told me nothing. And she's like, oh, so I didn't tell you that she's in the new Broadway version of Rocky Horror Picture Show? And I looked at him and went, no, you didn't. And I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, oh, you know what? She'd probably make it like a really good Magenta. And she's like, no, she's going to be Columbia. And I looked at her, she's going to play Columbia? Like, that's weird. Like, she doesn't have that really high pitched voice, like the whole thing of how Columbia sounds, acts, all that stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I think that she's going to be too, I don't want to say too confident, but like basically too confident and too with it enough to be that character. But okay. And then, but it gets worse. Like I said, I think I would have said either she should have played Frankenfurter or played Magenta. Those would have been my top picks for her. However, they have named Juliet. What the hell's her last name? I can see the girl in my head so clearly. But she's going to be playing the part of Riff Raft. And when she said that, I looked at my mom and went, no. Just don't make it. Don't do it. Stop. Just stop. Like, they just need to...
There are enough drag queens out there that this travesty can be prevented.
Mm-hmm. That would be an amazing adaptation of it. Have basically all drag queens for all of it. And then just have, like, the only two that shouldn't be drag queened up. Yes, Brad, Janet, and I'd say kind of Rocky, just because, like, he's born in 7 days. He's not meant to be good in heels when he's first wandering around, so he should not be confident in his strut. But the rest, it's like, yes, would be so much better. And to me, like, I turned to my mom and I was like, you know what would make more sense? And one of the things that I did agree with for the that travesty of a remake of it for, what was it, ABC, was when Laverne Cox played Frankenfurter. I was like, it makes sense for a transgendered woman to be Frank. Don't get me wrong. Tim Curry is always will be the Frank, hands down. However, it makes sense to have an actual transgendered woman play
Bye.
Bivey.
Thank you, darling. Love you.
We love you lots. To go look at books. But it would make so much more sense to have a transgender woman act the trans freaking character that's in it. Because when you think about it, it's like, okay, yep, transvestite, transsexual from Transylvania, like all those things. It would make so much more sense. And instead, we're going to gender bend Riff Raff. And part of the reason why Riff Raff has always been a guy is because it adds to that weirdness of, here's a brother and sister hooking up, which it's always been weird, but it's always added to the weirdness for it. And when I had said to my mom last night, I was like, part of the thing that makes it that extra level of weird taboo is because of the fact that it's a boy and a girl. You make it two girls, and it's...
Why?
I came back.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Back again. B is back.
I'm not happy about that.
No, like, it's just... Like, it's a cult classic because of the weird things that it does. Do the weird
Yeah.
things. Just don't. Don't. Damn it. And like I said, Luke, I love his voice. He's got a great singing voice. I love him as an actor.
Love
I,
you too.
I don't believe you.
I gotta go.
I gotta go. I'm back. I'm gonna go. I'm back. But like, I love him as an actor. Fantastic. I love his movies. I think he does a great job. But he doesn't have I don't know, like a rawness to his voice to be Frankenfurter. Like listening to him sing it. Oh
What's
my
that
God!
comment?
Did you see my what sad statement? That you have to hop off to go shower because you're making Derek take you for books?
I would not think that would be a sad comment.
I was just gonna say that sounds like a happy comment to me.
I want to come with you.
Yeah. Well, you're like, that can't be sad.
Or
If you're sad while looking at books, we can make it better. We'll go for you.
we'll go to that bookstore in Scotland.
We're never leaving. We'll run it forever.
I don't know what that comment was.
I was just gonna say, V? Is she still here? V, we need.
What?
Well, it says that V's still in here.
No,
What?
did you see?
What do you. No. Bullshit, I can't Google it while I'm on my live. Dana, do something.
I'm doing it. I'm on the other phone.
Do it faster. She can't. No. 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 I will. I typed it out twice.
It's true.
What?
Catherine O'Hara dead at 71. ABC News.
I don't understand. What the?
Yeah.
I don't even have words for that. Like, she's been so busy and active with work. Do they have any? No cause of death or anything like that yet?
Well, hold on. CTV or City News Montreal. It's saying blah, 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 blah. Died at home in Los Angeles following a brief illness.
But
Turn the oven on for me, please. Thank you, son. You're the best.
thank you, son.
Sorry for the bad news. Gotta go.
Yeah, gee, thanks, V. Bye. Sort of love you.
Now,
You bitch.
Oh my god.
But I'm legitimately at a loss for words. Like, I can't. She's in so many things. And she, as far as I knew, she was going to be in the next Beetlejuice movie.
Would you just go shower, woman?
She gives us bad news, then refuses to leave.
I love you guys.
If you guys love you guys, sorry about the bad news. Bitch. Like,
oh my goodness.
wow.
Okay, well on that note, we can end this
Yeah, I was gonna say,
on that tragic news.
yeah, and condolences out to her family, friends, and all of her fans, obviously, because I mean, she had a huge impact. Holy shit. Okay. Wow.
That's 71.
She wasn't
That's
that...
only 11 years older than my husband.
I was going to say, that's not very old. He's not allowed to die. We have a lot of years of D&D to play.
I Okay, so before we go, I love live because it gives you AI summaries, and this is the summary that just popped up. AI summary: book shopping with Derek. Share your favorite titles.
Muffin's
We
famous.
gotta tell Derek he's got to take us all with us.
We're gonna have to message her after we finish this and be like, ooh, he has to take us too. We made him famous. All right. Well, on that note, thanks for anyone who listened and watched. Sorry for the bad news that V delivered to all of us.
And for all the gifts, B, we love yous.
Yes.
We'll be back on
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday,
I
Sunday.
take care, everyone.
Bye, guys. Enjoy your morning. How do I? There we go.